How y'all doing?
How are you?
Hey, Cam, any doubt in your mind today that you should be the top pick of the draft? Did you show what you think you need to show, if anything?
You said, was there any doubt?
Yeah, was there any doubt? Is there any doubt now?
No. I think it was solidified throughout film. Whatever I do on pro day, throws I make, it shouldn't have no judgment to the film because at the end of the day it's about playing football. And I just want to work on specific stuff within my drops, give my receivers what they needed. But I think we had a pretty good pro day.
You spun out on through that long pass to Restrepo down this side, and you said something to the Tennessee scouts. I think they were Tennessee scouts.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say?
So I'm solidifying it today. They finally got to see me throw in person. You know, that should be all they need to see. But at the end of the day, you know, whether they want to give it the pick or not, I'm gonna be happy with whatever team I go to. So I'm just trying to play football.
Cam, is it sinking in that it's a month away? You're a month away from realizing your dream, getting drafted, all that.
I haven't really thought about that much, but you know, I know it's slowly approaching. But I'm just excited to see where I'm gonna end up, so I can finally learn the playbook. I have to learn 3-4 different teams' playbook. In reality, I'm only gonna be at one. So you know, I do want to expedite it a little bit, get the draft day, see where I'm gonna end up. But I'm just taking it all in, exploring. You know, just living the journey right now.
Cam, what would you say was the most significant part of your year at Miami? Because obviously you came here a year ago. You know, weren't satisfied with where your draft stock was after your time at Washington State. You come here, now everyone's talking about you going 1-1. Just what do you think was the most significant part of the last year?
I'd say the relationship I built with my teammates, especially with the offensive staff around me, the support I had around me, Restrepo, the O-line, even the defense side that I had around me. This is one of the best locker rooms I've been a part of, and you know, for us to 20 guys to come out here, you know, show what we're capable of, especially have as many invites that we did at the Combine. You know, I just think it shows, you know, the recruiting stuff that Coach Cristobal does, Coach Dawson, the defensive staff that they go through. So, you know, I just think we had a really good group of guys this year, and I think it worked out for the best.
Cam, when you started throwing, did you take a peek back and maybe see your future employer like right behind you?
Say that again?
Did you see your future employer maybe like right behind you? Did you ever take a peek back?
Oh yeah, for sure. I seen a couple of them, you know, hopefuls. But it was a good crowd though, for sure.
Cam, tell us about the crowd today. There was probably double here than there were last year. Does it give you confidence, maybe add more pressure, or does it kind of make you know, like, yeah, I'm that guy, and this many people shut up for me?
I just think it goes back to me not forgetting where I came from. It was one point where I didn't have one camera looking at me. Now the whole world's looking at me. So I carry myself, you know, a certain type of way. All I want to do is play football and be with my teammates. And so, you know, as long as I, you know, be a good person in the locker room as well, I just think it'll work out in the long run.
Cam, when you do get drafted, what are the thoughts that it's going to happen in Green Bay, the home of the Packers and title town, and the history of pro football being a bucket list place to go? I mean, all the history is just unbelievable. Now you're going to have an opportunity to be on that big stage in that particular area.
Yeah, that's where you want to get drafted at. That's football heaven over there. Ain't nothing is but football. That's all I want the world to know me as a football player. I wake up every day, try to keep the same mindset and work at it. But you know, the draft in Green Bay, you know, ain't nothing like it just because there ain't nothing to do there but football. And so that's where you want to be.
What are you most proud of about your journey so far to this point?
I just say the consistent work that I put in over the years. I never take too many days off. I just think the people I have around me in my circle, they always keep me level-headed. The way I play the game is not to get too high or too low, and I just think it ends up going to help me in the long run.
Cam, you set a very high standard here. What words of advice, if any, would you have for Carson Beck, the next guy up at Miami, just sort of from what you've learned in your time here?
To be yourself. Don't really look at the stat sheet of what I did this year, because at the end of the day, it wasn't hard. I mean, you're talking about a quarterback playing Coach Dawson offense, you should at least throw 30 touchdowns a year. I think the previous record was 20-something. I did that in 4 games at UIW, and so it's not hard to, you know, break records here, but I think the biggest thing that I would tell Carson is just be himself and try to win games. At the end of the day, they can talk how bad they want about you, but if you win games, you got the one up on them.
Cam, how long have you realistically known, like when did you realistically know that the #1 overall pick was within reach for you? Was it when you were at Incarnate Word? Was it at Washington State, or when you got down here?
It was at UIW. I think all I needed was a chance to play in a quarterback-driven system. Coach Morris gave me the opportunity, and I just think I always carry myself that type of way. But then also it comes to, you know, a level you have to play at. A lot of people won't take a #1 overall player from an FCS. Only a couple who's been chosen. and then it comes to the Power 5 level. So I just think every year I've gotten better, and it ultimately led to me being in consideration.
Cam,
What's been the best part about this process to begin with, and what are the conversations you've been having with the teams that are out there?
I'll say the best part has been, I would say, learning the NFL terminology within their buildings. Which every team, some of them has a lot of same stuff, some of them are different. But I think just to the team standpoint, I think just them getting to know me was good about them. They know what I'm about every day. They know I just want to get better, be around my teammates. And so I just think, every team that I met with at the Combine and on 30 visits, it's been fun.
Have you scouted teams as they scout you? I mean, look at their system, look at the personnel, where you could succeed?
A little bit. I didn't really get into it how I would watch, film on a regular game week. I've been more watching just NFL defenses. A lot of them want to put that safety one high in the middle. They leave the middle field wide open. And so I just think that's something that they're not going to be able to do against me one day.
Cam, as you take your last throws here at Green Tree, what is something that you want to leave with the Canes football?
I would say, well, one, Mies Powell knows this too. The offense was elite at 2-minute drill on Green Tree. Inez Cooper can vouch for me. Then I would just say the bond that we had from all the transfers. Mies was the first person I met when I got here, to all the young guys who came in when I got here with JoJo, Malachi when he came in during the fall season. And so it's been a journey, for me, for myself. I'll be tuning in to them boys for sure. They know that I got their back at all times. I'm just hoping that one day I get to play with all my teammates again.
Cam, the Tennessee guys were the first to greet you when it ended. Was the message kind of like see you again soon?
You said what?
The Tennessee guys were the first ones to meet you when it ended today. Was the message kind of like see you again soon?
Yep. Just continue to talk with them on the phone. Let them get to know me. I get to know them as much as well. And then I would say at the end of the day, it's all about playing football. I think Coach Callahan is one of the best head coaches out there. The things he did with Joe Burrow when he first got into the league made him be real successful. And I just think the playbooks match up, not only for them, but for Cleveland and New York. A lot of those three teams did the same things that we did in Miami. So I think it'll be plug and play.
Cam, how cool is it to have Daryl by your side for Pro Day and all the reps that you've had leading up to this?
It's been real good, especially somebody I've been working with for 4 years. Every time I text him, I'm always there. Every time he texts me, I'm always there. And so he's just somebody who really wants to not only perfect my craft, but his, especially the stuff he does with the youth back in Houston. He lets me come out there and work with those guys as well. He's getting more to the Elite 11 and stuff like that. So to have a quarterback coach who's not going to change your throwing motion is the biggest thing. A lot of these kids, quarterback coaches, want to change their arm angle and change their throwing motion, and then you're setting the kid back. So he really focuses on having a good base, throwing with power in your hips, not overstriding. I think those are all good things that you have to be an elite quarterback.
Kim, what were these last 3 weeks like with you guys together getting ready for today?
Like with the receivers?
Yeah.
It's been fun, especially just getting out here back in Miami, all meeting up, hanging out again, more than just throwing on air. Because everything we did at Pro Day was all stuff that we did during the season. Like even in my mind, I'm thinking more first and second down. I'm not thinking just take a drop and throw it to the receiver. And so we missed on a couple things, and like we treated it like practice. We missed on it, we're gonna get it right back. And so it was just a normal walkthrough practice day for us.
Cam, what can you say about how Miami developed you in this last year and your decision just to transfer to Miami?
I say they developed me the most in protections, in pocket movement with Coach Dawson. Coach Mirabal is one of the best O-line coaches out there who's helped me a lot. And Coach Dawson, just him making me really stand in the pocket, not getting out as much as I need to when I don't need to. And I just think the teammates I had around me just took it over the edge. From the receiving core I had, the O-line who only gave up 20 sacks this year. And so, I just had a good group of guys around me, a good, facility. They got a great support staff up here in Miami. So, it's a good building, and I expect them to win even in the long run.
Cam, what would you tell scouts about JG, X, and Elijah?
And them boys different. As you see JG don't get tired. He showed it today. Restrepo don't get tired. He shows today. He wins in man. And Arroyo just one of those different tight ends. I think by the end of his career, he'll be able to solidify himself as a top 10 tight end in the NFL. And that's not even from just making plays, scoring touchdowns. That's him just having effort. He's one of the best teammates I had. He works hard every day, even when he's hurting. He never complains in the locker room, never complains on the field. All he want to do is motivate his guys and win. So all three of those guys, hopefully I get a chance to play with them and those guys again. And I think they'll have the best NFL careers.
Shador, Travis
I'll go one
Hunter,
more.
where do you guys kind of just stack up?
You said what?
Where do you think you stack up with Shador, Travis, some of the other guys at the top of the draft?
I think we all do different things uniquely. I think I do things better than them. They might do some things better than me. At the end of the day, it comes back to what the team wants. I can't draft myself. If I could, I know where I would want to be. But I'm excited for all three of us, especially the receivers in this draft with Travis. What position the team wants to play him. McMillan at Arizona, I got a chance to play against him when I was in the Pac-12. He's like that. And so I just think we all set up for success on the team that we're going to end up to, and I'm excited for everybody's journey. Sir, thank you.